Hello again everyone, and welcome to the back garden yard. In today's video we are going to collect some okra seeds. You might remember a few weeks ago I put up those great big bamboo poles and tied the okra plants to them so they could make the seed. Well, now I went and checked on them and there are some seeds that are ready to collect. So we'll go look at that and I'll explain how I determined that they're ready to pick and harvest. And so let's go. Now, the first thing you want to look for is the pods are nice and brown and they're actually cracking open. You can actually see the seeds in here. Can't get too close, it won't focus. But you can actually see the seeds inside the pods, and that means they're totally ripe. You want to get them when they're like this before it rains on them, because they will rot and decay. So it looks like these here are perfect for harvesting. So these are the ones we're going to harvest. Now the same day and the same time I also tied up these plants, and as you can see, for some reason these have not ripened correctly. I do think I see a couple right back here that have ripened, so I'm going to take those off, and as soon as I do that we're going to go over to the table and I will open them up and we'll take a look and see if the seeds look like they are mature. Okay, let's do that. So here are all the okra pods that I collected, and we're going to just lay them out on this table here. Now okra seeds are some of the hardest seeds to germinate in the spring, and you have to make sure that you've let them mature before you harvest them. And once again, you can see them in there. When you can see them in there and they're cracking open, that's usually the perfect time. But you don't want to let them get rained on too much, because if you do, that will rot them. So let's open this and you can see and take a look at the seeds. And these look perfect. They are a nice kind of dark greenish gray color. You don't want them to be black. Black means they probably like this one right here has been exposed or something. It's probably about half rotten. So you want them to be just this color, and like I say, these are perfect. You hope there's not any bugs there, but once again we're gonna take these off and separate them from this chaff here and chafe. And anyway, let's open another one. Now these you can't see the seeds in there yet, but I think they're ripe. They've got the same color, same characteristics. And the good thing about this is I may have several years worth of seeds here. I always separate my seeds. Here's one that you can see the seeds that are in there. So it's in the same bunch that these I just opened. That's why I thought it was already mature. But when you can get this many seeds free just from tying up and letting them mature, why would you want to go out and buy new seeds next year? Now this particular kind of okra is what I call the red stem okra, And I've been collecting, saving, and replanting these seeds for at least 30 years. So I don't ever have to buy okra seeds. The okra is just perfect. And this is a variety I don't ever see in the stores. But an old farmer gave me these seeds many years ago and told me you could get these great big pods that you could cut and fry. And so I said, okay, I'll try them. And I liked it so much I've been collecting them ever since. So here we go. Now in here you can see there's a couple of black seeds down here. Right here's the black seed. So that's what you don't really want. Those are no good. And I still don't see any bugs in there, which is a very good sign. Sometimes you'll see some bugs crawling around. Oh, I do see a bug. I don't know if you can see the one right there on that seed. And here's one coming up. So once again, you're going to have to get, oh, there's several of these they look like some kind of mite. And you want to get all the mites and stuff out of your seeds before you try to put them away. So anyway, we have some more work to do, but I think you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on these and cut the camera off. When I finish, I will come back to it. Okay, so I was opening this one and all of a sudden I noticed all these seeds right in here they look like they've got a little coating of mold or fungus or something on them. So those are bad seeds and you want to get them out. So I had to stop opening this one. Of course I'm gonna throw it away, but you want to be on the lookout for that and try not to contaminate your seeds with it. It's going to take me 5 or 10 minutes to get those bad seeds out of there, but I'm going to keep working. Okay, back to it. Okay folks, so we're back, and I wanted to just point out I found another one that, if you can see the color on this, you see it's very dark and looks almost rotten, and the seeds are overripe and almost rotten, and they're not as big, and I see a bug right there in the middle of them. I don't know if you can see that bug or not crawling around, but anyway, I'm not going to collect these seeds. That's why you want to inspect these pods before you dump them in there. The seeds are very small and they just don't look good. And then here's another pod on the same stem, and I have a feeling it's got the same thing. The seeds are small. Now some of these seeds would probably come up and germinate, but when you've got that many good seeds, why would you mess with these? Okay, so we're finished now. I spent a few minutes pulling out all the moldy seeds and as many black seeds as I could. The black seeds are usually like these right here. They're immature and they won't come up, but they don't hurt anything like the moldy seeds might. So the whole thing you're going to want to do is soak them in the spring about 8 hours before you plant them, and that I usually use rainwater, and that will actually help them to come up, and the ones that are no good will float to the top. And of course I'll be showing that next spring, but just remember, you don't have to get all the bad seeds out. You just want to make sure you get any that are moldy out. And I ended up getting probably 500 or 600 seeds there from that first picking of okra seeds, and I've got those other ones I'm waiting to mature, so I'll wait a couple more weeks and I'll get those. Of course I won't do another video. It'll be the exact same thing as these, and I'll keep them in separate containers just so that I know that you know, I've got them in separate containers and which ones might or might not germinate, but they'll probably all germinate. Usually I get about between 50 and 70% germination on my seeds that I actually put into the ground after I've taken the floaters out. which is pretty good for okra seeds. Other seeds it's not that good, but okra is a little bit harder to germinate and get going than some of the other plants. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, because we've got the entire 2024 garden coming, and I know you don't want to miss that because it's going to be a very nice garden. So please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.